So my last video was memes of August, and every time I upload a memes of the month video, there's always comments saying, memes are dying, memes are falling off, and things like that. Whether it's because that specific month was just full of unfunny trash memes, or just because that month was dry and there weren't really any new memes. So today I thought I would try and answer that question of are memes dying, which is actually the reason I'm wearing the same clothes as in my last video, because this video is just like free DLC for that video. Anyway, I think it's important to look at the past and see how long memes have actually been a thing for, so we can also see how they've evolved and if they can evolve any more from what they are now. So let's take a look back at what memes used to be when I first got into them, which was about 2012, 2013. For some of you, this might give you some nostalgia if you were into memes back then. But for those of you who didn't have social media or you didn't know what memes were up until recently, and when I say recently, I'm talking about the past few years, like 2015 and onwards, then you probably won't remember the time where this is just what everyone was posting. You've probably seen them all, but the time where just everyone was posting these unironically because this is just what they were. I'm starting to sound like a typical 90s baby. I was born in July 1999, so I remember everything about the 90s. I remember it like it was yesterday, bro. But yeah, that's what I'm sounding like right now. I'm just saying, you know, if you had social media back then, chances are you remember when this is what memes used to be. So let's go through this list. Grumpy Cat, Doge, Good Guy Greg, Gangnam Style, Scumbag Steve, It's Friday, Overly Attached Girlfriend, Ancient Aliens, Bad Luck Brian, Do You Even Lift Bro, that guy who looks like he's came to a sudden realization in a club, Really High Guy, Overly Manly Man, I don't know who you are but I will find you, Bad Joke Eel. So you're telling me, what if I told you why the they were a lot of the meme formats that were popular back then. Of course, they all had hundreds of variations with different text on them. And then we had the Rage comics, which were also really popular at the time, just as popular as all of the others on the list. But they were like their own separate genre of memes. We had the Forever Alone, the Troll Face, we can't forget that. The Flipping Table Guy, Bitch Please, Why You Know, You Don't Say, not bad. Fuck yeah. The Rage Guy, Challenge Accepted, if you know what I mean, and You Mad Bro. You also had the badly drawn character comics with poor grammar, like Dolan Duck and Gooby. So back then, if you posted one of these, it would be normal. But I mean, if you posted one of these now, people would think that you're being ironic, like you're aware of the fact that you're posting a really outdated meme. But one thing that's different about these memes is that they all lasted a very long time. So if you compare that to memes now, they'll last usually about a month. And if you post them after that, well, as long as you're prepared for endless dead meme comments, then go for it. Whereas the memes I just listed, they seem to last years. And by no means am I saying they're all terrible just because they're outdated, because that's what they were at the time. That's what was funny, and we didn't look at them the same way then. And a lot of them are clever and creative. Some of them are still pretty funny. I mean, this Facebook one is pretty funny because people still use the same like baiting shit to get likes. And this was in 2012. But yeah, I can't really call them bad just because they've changed. This is what they were at one point. The memes we have today evolved from these. Looking back on them, a lot of them are quite cringy, but then again, that's just usually how it is when you look back on something. I mean, they used to be just pictures with bottom and top text in the impact font. I mean, top and bottom text is a meme in itself now. It's like these memes have lived long enough to become memes. So let's take a look at some recent memes. I'm not going to be able to remember all of them, but 2014 I think was the 9+10 video. I think that's when did Vine come out? Oh, Vine came out in 2013. Vine came out in 2013 too, which created a lot of memes. Because the Vines themselves aren't actual memes, it's the memes that people create out of the Vines. Of course, the Why the Fuck You Lying, that video was 2015. I don't want this video to become a history of memes video. I just wanted to sort of look back at what memes used to be and how far they've came. So let's take a look at some recent memes over the past few years. 2016. January we had Dabbing Squidward. February we had That Kazoo Kid. April we had Mr. Krabs. May we had Dat Boy, and this one actually lasted quite a while. June we had Cave Bob, and this actually lasted quite a while too. I'd say 2 months. July we had That Arthur Fist and Harambe. Rest in peace to Harambe. August we also had Rick Harrison. Remember that shit? Everyone would just comment that Rick Harrison copy pasta, and he himself became a meme for trying to get anything for as cheap as he possibly could do. September we had the doorman guy. December we had Robbie Rotten, which also, rest in peace, he unfortunately passed away. I think it was 2 weeks ago now. So that was 2016. 2016 was a good year for memes. I liked a lot of these, a lot more than I'd say 2017 and 2018. Dabbing Squidward, yes. Spinning crabs, yes. Dat Boy, I'd say half yes. Cave Bob or SpongeGar, or however you want to say it, because last time I called it Cave Bob, people were getting pissed off in the comments. Sorry! SpongeGar at the time, I actually liked it a lot. It fit with almost every situation, and a lot of them were really creative. So call me a normie, but when that first came out, I actually liked it a lot. I also found the Arthur Fist quite funny. And Harambe, again, it's sad what happened to him, but the memes, they were quite funny. Rick Harrison, now the copy pasta was annoying, even though I do think I commented it on a lot of posts myself, but the actual Rick Harrison memes, I found them funny. Limited edition Halo 3 first day release signed by Bill Gates. Best I can do is $25. The opening door meme was also good. There was just a lot of good memes this month. Now let's go on to January 2017. Oh. Salt Bae, I mean, the guy's cool, you know, his cooking videos, they're cool and everything, but I just didn't think that many of them were funny. And then we had Roll Safe as well, which was also really popular. I'd say that was the funniest out of those three. Spider-Man looking at himself. Now, this one actually lasted a long time, over a year, because people are still using that now. I did like that one because people were really creative with it. Same with the next one, the Death one. It's the picture of Death just standing there, the Grim Reaper. May, we had the mocking SpongeBob, which that wasn't really funny. And of course we can't be forgetting the fidget spinners, which I completely forgot existed for a minute. They lasted a long ass time and became the pinnacle of clickbait.
Guys, if I spin this fidget spinner on this Deadpool's head for 5 seconds, you guys have to smash the like button.
We also had the dancing hot dog meme, which you can say what you want about it. It was cute. Now in August, we also had a meme that has lasted a long time as well. It's the guy holding hands with his girlfriend, but looking at a different girl. That one lasted for months, and I don't really see it anymore, but September, we had Man's Not Hot. I know a lot of people thought it was annoying, but at first, the actual freestyle, the original video, I thought it was pretty funny. And December, of course, the net neutrality, what was his name? Ajit Pai, wasn't it? He became a meme because of that whole net neutrality thing. He also made that really cringeworthy video, which I'm not sure if I'll make you guys suffer by actually playing a clip of it, or if I'll just put a screenshot on the screen. Now 2018 memes. I'm just gonna look at the thumbnails of my memes of the month playlist. We had Logan Paul, Tide Pods, Uganda Knuckles, Spaghetti, that sign meme, which was pretty much just the Drake ripoff, Foot Lettuce, FBI text messages, Evil Patrick, Chum Bucket, and Krusty Krab, Change My Mind, Gru, Glob Globalob, 21 Savage, Zuck, Yodeling Kid, This Is America, Thanos, Ali A, Obunga, Ninja, Howard the Alien. There was a lot of popular memes this year, and yet a lot of people still say memes are dying out, memes are falling off. But just because you might not be a fan of a meme, or you might not find it funny, does that mean, I can't believe I genuinely just actually said that. Does that mean that memes are falling off? Not really, because they were all memes, they were all really popular. And if you don't like them, then that's just your opinion. I mean, I didn't like a lot of them, but they were still popular and they were still memes. Now, as far as the other part goes about, you know, a certain month being dry, for example, February, there weren't really that many memes. I mean, just look at this thumbnail. Foot Lettuce and the FBI text were really the only solid meme. The Justin Timberlake picture lasted like 2 days, and so did the others. They lasted like a few days. The month after was full of memes. I think that was actually the month that we had the most memes in. So dry months where there's not that many new memes doesn't mean that memes are falling off or they're gonna die out. That's just how it is, you know. Memes aren't forced. So they happen when things catch on and get popular naturally. And you've also got to understand what memes actually are in the first place. They're really just jokes about things that get popular. And it's the same sort of thing with all of them. And I feel like as long as social media is a thing, as long as the internet is a thing, new things are always going to go viral, new things are always going to be made. And when so many people are talking about those things, it's just naturally going to become a meme. Whether you like that meme or not doesn't really mean that memes are dying. It just means that the current memes aren't funny, in your opinion? You could say memes are getting worse, but not really dying. They've lasted this long already. Again, I got into them in like 2012, 2013, and they probably lasted years before that. It's just that that's when I started using social media. The most popular YouTuber is a meme YouTuber. I mean, T-Series is about to be that YouTuber, but most popular YouTuber who is an actual person, you know, who makes videos, not a company or anything. So in conclusion, my dick hard. I'm just kidding, that's just a meme. But no, in conclusion, I don't think memes are gonna die as long as social media is a thing, as long as the internet is a thing. Memes are always gonna be a thing, and again, just because you don't find a lot of them funny, doesn't mean that they're dying. Now you could be like, Lewis, you're just saying that because you talk about memes a lot, like this is what you do. You're scared to admit the truth that memes are dying, but that's the thing, I'm not. What I'd said is genuinely what I think. There's no difference between this year and last year or the year before. Same amount of memes, but maybe this year you just find most of them not funny. But anyway, let me know what you think, and if you want to add on to anything I said, then feel free. And if you also want to bring up a reason on why memes might die that I've just forgot about or didn't think about, then also do that down below. Just create a discussion. And one last thing I'd like to add is the fact that you grow out of memes. Everyone is into memes, that's the thing. Like, kids are into memes, and when I say kids, I mean like 13, 14, 15. People my age and around my age, like 19, 20, 18, 17, because memes are just jokes. It's not really like a limit. Of course, 30-year-olds, chances are, they're not going to be into the dank, edgy, immature side of memes, but they're still into memes. Even mothers and grandmas are into memes, even though they might be just Facebook minion memes, still a form of meme. So that's one thing I wanted to add about the whole growing out of memes, because I feel like everyone enjoys memes, even though they might be into different parts of it, like the edgy side or the normal side of memes. And also one last thing, but like whatever it is that you like if you're in a community because you're a fan of a certain thing, chances are there's memes about that certain thing that only people in that community that know about that thing will like. So yeah, I think that's it. I've been recording for over a fucking hour. I've been recording for over an hour talking about memes. I could have answered this question so quickly, but whatever. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you all in my next video.